So I'm back again for another video, and this time we will be talking about the best damage roam. And this list will surely help you understand all the damage roamers. Thanks to all of you, our channel is going strong, and we are now close to reaching 3,000 subscribers. For those who haven't subscribed yet, just click it below, and let's start right away. Let's start with Khed. Shout out to our solid supporter at Hyanini. This is what you've been waiting for. Our next video will be about the best hero for solo rank. If you want me to mention you, just comment down below with your suggestion for the best solo rank hero. Let's get back to Khed. My apologies for not including her in our best mage list. She is a solid pick, and what I really like is that she is also a good damage roamer. This is because she has the highest damage output in a single combo using all of her skills. And more importantly, she doesn't heavily rely on items and levels to maximize her damage. She just needs to land her skills precisely and target squishy heroes for an easy kill. She can also recover 65% of lost HP through her passive Thalassophobia, which is triggered when she takes damage from an enemy and lasts for 4 seconds. It has a cooldown of 30 seconds. Petrify is perfectly fitting for her combo, as it sets up for her second skill, Breath of the Ocean, which can knock up enemies into her ultimate rough waves. Here's a quick combo tutorial for Khed. First, find a target and use your first skill, Ocean Ode, to get close to them. Then use your second skill to immediately separate from the wave and cast it at your current position. Then use Petrify to prevent them from moving away. And finally, unleash your ultimate. Pull yourself together is very helpful for reducing Petrify's cooldown by 15%. Next one is Valer. Once again, another hero who is a good mage and should be on the best mage list. I will update that list to include all mages and create a tier list, so don't worry. Back to Valer. He is very similar to Khed, and also a good roamer. He has a combo that includes a knockup followed by a burst ultimate, but one thing that sets them apart is that Valer doesn't need to be close to the target. He just needs to properly aim his skills and remember to quickly follow up his second skill, Windblow, with his ultimate, Windstorm, and his first skill, Windblade, to prevent the enemy from easily escaping his combo. What I also like is his passive, which gives Valer 8 movement speed for each kill and assist. He can get a maximum of 8 stacks, allowing him to move as fast as this if he maxes out his stacks. There are certain variations of his build, but you can use this as a reference. Next up is Valer, another mage that shines as a damage roamer due to his spammable crowd control skill. He can easily secure first blood against the gold laner at level 1 with his first skill, Burst Fireball, which has 2 charges. Every time you hit an enemy with his skill, it will restore 1 charge, making it unlimited when your skill is on point. He is a superb counter to all short-range or melee heroes, usually tanks and fighters. He can also push enemies by unleashing a flame at a target location and knocking them to the end of the path with his second skill, Searing Torrent. This is a very good addition to his first skill, and the combination of these skills can be a menace in teamfights, easily disrupting enemy formations. You can also enhance your skills by activating your ultimate, Vengeance Flame, which also grants you movement speed and removes all debuffs. You can pick one of these 2 highly effective builds as a guide. Next one is Khed. Although he is a good fighter with strong damage output and sustainability, he is also gaining popularity as a roamer. It is because he can easily burst down enemy jungle with his first skill, Desert Tornado, which deals a high amount of damage and can be used up to 3 times. His passive, Sandwalk, helps him excel as a roamer by providing plus 35% movement speed, which is very advantageous in the roamer position. Besides that, he has an ultimate with a large AoE that can stun multiple targets, perfect for a roamer. This set of skills is also a good combination for ambushing enemies and taking them down quickly. His second skill, Quick Sand Guard, can restore HP, reduce damage, and it's intriguing that it also has a slow effect. To maximize his damage, use a basic attack first before using the ultimate, then follow it with another basic attack before using your first skill. You can use either of these builds depending on the situation. Let's move on to Novaria. This mage roamer strategy is usually what I see on the live stream of Venus. He makes mage roams like Valentina, Aurora, Vexana, Luoyi, Valer, and especially Novaria. This is because Novaria has high mobility, thanks to his second skill, Astral Recall, which grants him movement speed and the ability to walk through walls. This allows him to roam around the map and apply a lot of pressure to the enemy team. And also, the second phase of this skill has burst damage that can hit enemies like a sniper shot, causing them a lot of pain. It is very effective for stealing the Lord. Her ultimate is also very helpful for macro mechanics and can reveal enemy movements, which is very helpful for teamfights. It also enlarges enemy hitbox, making targeting skills very easy for the team. You can use this item builds for her. Next is the newly buffed Silvana. You can now use her first skill, Comedic Lance, as a dash, which is very useful in situations where you need a little bit of distance for your ultimate. It also has a 1-second stun. And of course, her ultimate, Imperial Justice, is what makes Silvana very good at roaming, leaving opponents with no choice but to fight. After catching them with your ultimate, you have the choice to simply attack them because you gain plus 100% attack speed, and your passive Nidus Resolve reduces enemy armor with each hit. Or you can use your second skill, Spiral Strangling, to kill them by drilling them 6 times. For every 50% attack speed you possess, you will gain plus 1 drill. This skill counts as a basic attack, but cannot crit. Since attack speed gives her an advantage, Feather of Heaven is a good first item for her. Then, you can decide if you want to build tanky items or go for full damage. Next one is Jawhead. Jawhead combines mobility, super strong burst damage, and crowd control abilities. His primary source of damage is his first skill, Smart Missiles, which launches 12 missiles, dealing massive damage over 5 seconds. He can gain a shield and movement speed by using his second skill, Ejector, and can throw enemies or even allies if you use it again. Add to that his ultimate Unstoppable Force, which charges at the enemy, stunning them and knocking up nearby enemies. It's a perfect combo with his other 2 skills. This set of skills has very high damage in the early game, so make sure to roam around the map and seize every opportunity. You can easily one-hit combo everyone with your skill set. This type of play is becoming popular again due to assassins and marksman junglers returning to the meta. But make sure not to use Ejector your ally and throw them into the enemy base because it will cause trouble for your team. You can use this build to unlock Jawhead's full potential, but you can add tanky items if you need to frontline more effectively. Next one in the list is Selena, the Abyssal Witch that can switch between her 2 forms, Elven form and Abyssal form. In Abyssal form, Selena's basic attacks become melee and focus on dashing and improving basic attacks. While in Elven form, Selena focuses on firing arrows that stun enemies and setting up traps. Selena is one of the heroes that are challenging to master, but once you do, you'll be able to maximize her capabilities to their fullest potential. Selena is one of the deadliest roamers, and once her arrow hits you, you might find yourself with plenty of time to start cooking your meal or do other tasks because her stun lasts quite a while. Just make sure to position yourself in an area where the enemy can't see you to unleash your arrow unpredictably. And your arrows are very important, so don't just fire them randomly. Aim them ahead of time. The cooldown build for Selena is what most players opt for, but you can use the second build if you prefer a full damage Selena. Next hero on the list is Natalia. Natalia is known for her invisibility, but adjustments have nerfed it to a camouflage state to balance her abilities. But she's still a deadly assassin in the roamer position, so never be alone on the lane when you're up against Natalia. He has the ability to be immune to basic attacks for 4 seconds due to her second skill, Smoke Bomb, so don't pick a hero that relies solely on basic attacks because you won't stand a chance against her. She also has a silence effect after her next basic attack, which is a great ability and can render the target unable to do anything. These are the 2 most effective builds for Natalia. Introducing the latest addition to the meta, and currently one of the most popular damage roamers, here is Masha. The latest revamp on Masha is looking good, and just look at the damage she can unleash. This Masha roamer has been feared in all ranks, which is why Masha is always banned. The way she chases enemies until they're dead is one of the reasons why she's truly terrifying in rank matches. And her 3 health bars really help Masha to dive under towers and secure kills. Masha's current power level is quite remarkable, especially considering her damage output and durability even with a full damage build. It's likely that she will be nerfed soon to balance her strength in the game. One significant buff that makes Masha this strong is the removal of the cooldown of her ultimate, Thunderclap, every time Masha loses a health bar. Your item choices are crucial for Masha as she relies on physical damage to maximize her damage output. Here are the 2 builds that you can use for Masha. And of course, here's Saber, the ultimate damage roamer who counters everyone. This damage roamer is perfect when the enemy roamer isn't a solid tank. Saber's ultimate, Triple Sweep, is what makes him the best damage roamer and the top counter for anyone because of its very fast casting animation compared to other skills. The threat you are giving to the enemy marksman will make them play more safely, hugging the tower, and they won't receive experience or gold from the minion wave. You can use these item and emblem builds for Saber. We will continue our giveaway in the next video next week titled Best Hero for Solo Rank. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe.